Hey guys, Michael and Win here, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to play Xbox games on the MetaQuest VR headset. I'm also going to show you the pros and cons of cloud gaming and why it's such a big deal. So Microsoft just released the Xbox Cloud Gaming app on the Meta Store, and it's available for the MetaQuest 2, 3, and Pro. This feature is only available for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscribers, which means that if you're on the Game Pass Core, console, or PC plan, you're out of luck. So what exactly is cloud gaming? Well, it's a way of playing video games remotely over the internet. It's very much like streaming video on YouTube or Netflix, but instead of just sitting there and watching, you're able to play video games in real time. So there's no special hardware required. All you need is a device capable of streaming video and a Bluetooth controller. And since the game is remotely installed, you don't have to worry about installation times, updates, or patches. Some examples of cloud gaming services are PlayStation Now, which is now PlayStation Plus Premium, GeForce Now, Google Stadia, and Amazon Luna. And by the way, if you played Xbox games on the cloud before, let me know in the comments, which device do you play on and what games do you play? Okay, so the very first thing you need to do is sync a Bluetooth controller to your MetaQuest headset. Any Bluetooth gamepad will do, including the Xbox, PlayStation 4, and Nintendo Switch Pro controllers. The PlayStation 5 controller isn't supported just yet, but Meta did say that they're working on it. On the Xbox controller, just press and hold the pair button at the top of the controller until the logo starts flashing. On the Quest, select Bluetooth and choose Pair New Device. Then choose your controller from the list of available devices. Once you launch the cloud gaming app, it will check to make sure that you've already paired the controller. Next is this quick tutorial on how to access the shortcuts menu using hands-free mode. However, I recommend keeping the Quest controllers near you just in case. Finally, go to the sign-in page in the upper right corner of the screen and log in using your Xbox credentials. So if you used the Xbox Cloud Gaming app before, it's virtually the same interface. You have access to nearly 400 titles from various studios, including the Xbox Game Studios, EA, Ubisoft, and Sega. At the very bottom is the shortcuts menu. You can change the screen size from small, medium, large, and extra large. You can also pair it with a different controller, and there's an exit to exit the app. So how big is the screen size? Well, I put the Xbox Cloud screen right next to my 65-inch LG OLED TV as a point of reference. The smallest screen is roughly a 70 or 75-inch TV. A medium-sized screen is approximately 85-inch TV. A large screen is somewhere in the ballpark of 100 inches, and as you can see, extra large is quadruple the size of my 65-inch. Please note that regardless of size, the resolution is still limited to 1080p at 60 frames per second. Streaming quality is largely dependent on internet speeds. To get the best experience, you'll want to be on a network that can support 4K or Ultra HD video. Microsoft recommends an internet speed of at least 20 megabits per second and a 5 GHz Wi-Fi. I'm on Spectrum Internet, and I can get up to 400 megabits per second in download speed. The streaming quality was very consistent, and I never experienced any stutter or hitches. It gets trickier when you start using public Wi-Fi. I went to my local Starbucks, and while it was playable, I noticed that the video was stuttering, and this is due to the fact that the Wi-Fi is shared among other people. I had a similar experience at Whole Foods. While the internet was fast, it was highly inconsistent due to the number of people sharing the bandwidth, so be wary when using public Wi-Fi. So why should you consider cloud gaming? Well, the main benefit is the lack of installation. It's pretty common nowadays for a AAA title to reach at least 100 gigabytes in size, and some games are reaching in the hundreds. With cloud gaming, every title is already installed remotely on Microsoft servers. There are no downloads, no updates, no patches. One way I take advantage of this is to play a game on the cloud before I install it on my console. And with such a large library, it saves you a lot of time. Another feature of cloud gaming that people tend to overlook is that it supports cross-platform save files. That means if you have the game locally installed on the console or PC, you can pick up right where you left off in the cloud and vice versa. As cool as it is, cloud gaming isn't perfect. There are some major downsides that need to be addressed. The biggest concern is input lag. That's the amount of delay between pressing a button on the controller and the action happening on screen. It's noticeable, but I wouldn't say it's bad enough to ruin the game experience. If you're playing a slower paced game, it doesn't matter at all. Games like Stardew Valley, Power Wash Simulator, and Microsoft Flight Simulator are all relaxing games and don't require time-sensitive inputs. First-person shooters, on the other hand, are hit and miss. Games like Halo Infinite and Battlefield 2042 are designed to accommodate large numbers of players. As I was playing them, the input lag wasn't too bad. Rainbow Six Siege was where things started to get iffy. It wasn't until I started playing Doom Eternal that the lag became a hindrance. I had a similar experience with racing games. I was able to play Forza Horizon 5 and Need for Speed Unleashed without a hitch. Fortnite Rocket Racing was where I became a little concerned because it required a lot of jumps. Input lags becomes very problematic when playing rhythm games. Hi-Fi Rush is an action game that requires you to press the buttons to the beat of the music. The other thing you need to be aware of is the long wait time during busy hours. Microsoft only has a limited number of cloud servers to play on, and if the servers get full, you get put on a wait list. During the weekdays, it's not too bad. It's on the weekends when the servers get hammered. I've had to wait up to 25 minutes just to start the game. So right now, the Xbox Cloud Gaming app is still in beta, so I don't expect it to be fully polished. However, I did find some minor annoyances here and there. For starters, the shortcuts bar stays visible on the bottom at all times. I wish there was an option to make it hidden after a minute, and then pop up when you need it. The same thing goes with the home button tab in the upper left corner. The reason it's there is because not every controller has an Xbox style home button. However, it's pretty annoying to see it on screen every time I play. Another is the lack of screen options. I'm not the biggest fan of curved TVs, and I wish there was an option to flatten it. Also, instead of using one of the presets, why not resize the screen manually like you would with the meta browser? And my biggest pet peeve is the lack of virtual environment support. There's only one environment available, and that's the Xbox themed space station. There's no option to play these games in any of Meta's virtual environments. Hopefully they'll update that in the future. So who is Xbox Cloud Gaming for, and why should you give it a try? For the most part, cloud gaming is for people on the go. It's geared toward the digital nomads who play on their laptops, smartphones, Nintendo Switch, or Steam Deck. It also eliminates the need for expensive hardware. It's entirely possible to play video games without ever purchasing a next-gen console or gaming PC. This helps take the load off of budget gamers who can't afford the latest tech. Overall, I think the Xbox Cloud Gaming app is a great addition to the Meta library of apps. The Meta Quest 3 is arguably the best standalone VR headset on the market right now, so it only makes sense that the two would pair well together. Now the big question is, will PlayStation Plus, GeForce Now, and Amazon Luna ever hop on the Meta bandwagon?